Hello everyone, I'm Zach Dano.
And I'm Cole Shirtliff.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Something Stupid. So Cole, if you remember 2 weeks ago, we played the first edition of Snow Day made by Dylan Papa.
Yeah, I remember that segment, Zach.
Yeah, well, we told them that we'd play the second one of the series for them.
Yeah, let's send it over to that.
All right.
Since the incident. My life since then gone back to normal. But I can't stop thinking about that horseman. He's really gone. I still wake up in the middle of the night just from the nightmares. Nothing will ever fix me from what that horseman did.
Not you again!
My boy, the time has come. You are being called to action again. We need to defeat the Snowman Menace. And if I have you by my side, nothing will be able to stop us. Come on, my boy, let's go!
Goodbye, horseman. I'll never forget you.
Wow, that was very well put together and a great sequel to the first one.
Yeah, I like all the stuff that Dylan does.
Yeah, he's good.
Staying on the subject of Dylan Papa, we've prepared a special clip for everyone, kind of a joke around the WBC studio, is that Dylan has very small hands. One could say baby-like hands.
Yes, he actually made this skit himself, so please enjoy. Dylan Papa, a 17-year-old high schooler, has lived in Oswego his whole life. He may look like your average high school student, but Dylan suffers from brachydactyly, or sometimes referred to as small hand syndrome, a rare disease that affects the hands. Although he has issues holding certain objects and opening doors, Dylan tries to function normally as any other high schooler would. Although he is bullied, Dylan overcomes the obstacles that are put in front of him and sets a path for a successful future. Reporting on behalf of WBC, this is 6 minutes and 30 seconds with Dylan Papa. Hello, I'm Zach Dano, and today we have a very special presentation. I'm here with Mr. Dylan Papa to talk about his syndrome called brachydactylia. So Dylan?
Thank you for having me, Zach.
Yep. How are you?
I am pretty good.
All right, so let's get right into it. How long have you been living with your small hands?
You know, probably 4 or 5 years old, around there. I got picked on a lot as a kid, you know. And you think then you wouldn't be able to tell because child hands are small, but
Yeah.
they were smaller than normal, so.
All right, have you experienced any difficulties picking things up?
You know, sometimes I do.
Can you have an example of that, or?
Dishes, when I wash dishes, yeah.
Yeah.
I usually don't wash dishes at home.
How about putting things down?
Putting things down, yeah, same thing there,
Yeah.
yeah.
So was it hard for women to find you attractive?
Excuse me? What do you,
You got small
what kind
hands.
of question is that?
Sorry, we'll just move on.
Aren't you a professional?
Yeah, we'll just move on.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
Sorry about that. I know we talked about bullying earlier before the interview, but how much on a daily basis does this take place, and how does it affect you?
I mean, it happens a lot. You know, like I said a little earlier with one of your questions, I had bullied since I was a kid, and I don't know how to describe it, you know. Usually people bully each other about appearances, you know,
Yeah.
attractiveness or, you know, based on, but mine are about my hands, and
Yeah.
I get picked on a lot for it, a lot of verbal abuse, you know, throughout the day, but I keep going. Sometimes
Yep.
some of the things that happen, you know, physical.
Baby hands, back at it again.
What? Hey, you know what?
Whoa, what's up?
So what have you done to possibly treat or fix this condition, doctors or?
Yeah. Actually, I have this really good doctor. I've been going to him for years, probably around 10 or 11. His name is Dr. Forbes. He's a really good doctor. He's helped me out throughout the years. I mean, we haven't found anything to cure it yet, but
Yeah.
he's done a good job overall.
So you're a brachydactyly specialist?
Yes, I am.
So what does that mean?
Well, it's here. I brought an example. This is like the size of your hand before you're born. All right, and with people who have this problem,
Dylan.
Yes, like Dylan. His hand never grew past this size. Whereas, you look at my hand or your hand, this is the size of a normal person's hand. Well, this is what his hand is, and it's just it always interested me, so I figured that I would get into the field.
Yeah. So how did you meet Dylan, and how long have you been working with him?
I've been working with him since he was a very young child. The way I came into knowing him was his family brought him to me and just left him there. They said what was wrong, and then they went out. They said they would be back. They were going out for lunch.
So
and when they came back, they never came back. And he was just mine now.
So do you take care of him as a father figure, or?
Well, in the beginning, I was really just taking the case just for money.
Yeah.
The family was very rich. But now it interests me. I want to be able to solve it. So, now it's now I take care of him like I'm his father. I feed him, I
Yeah.
clothe him, I give him a house.
Yep. So how far have you gotten with your research? Like, is there any end close or?
Frankly, it's amazing. We've made a lot of progress on it, but he just, like, normally with rare conditions, you can look at other people. There might not be many, but with him, it's just, he's the only one.
He's the only one.
There's
You
no
don't
one
have
else
any
in the
other
world
patients?
that I personally have ever heard of.
So if you do cure him, do you think you're going to go out and look for like other people?
Oh, most definitely,
Yeah.
yeah. If we discover a cure, first we would like to help Dylan immediately.
Yeah.
And then we'll look for others.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being on.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yep. So, are you able to like function the same way like in a normal day? Like you go to school, it doesn't like hold you back from like most things. On a daily basis, do you like do normal things like everybody else?
Oh, of course, of course. You know, it's just sometimes a little harder to eat food. Maybe sports. I can't really do sports.
Yeah.
Very
Have you
well.
ever like tried out for any sports?
Basketball. And that didn't really work out well.
Yeah.
Football too. Yeah. But you know, with small hands, it's just can't do that stuff. You know, you got to go through life a different way.
All right. So, your hands interfere with your family per se.
What do you mean?
Like, do they love you?
That's a joke, right?
No.
What
It's a
kind of a
serious
question is
question.
that?
It's just a
What
serious
kind of a
question.
question is that?
It's just a question. Does it or not?
I can't. No. I can't. Okay, we're done. No, we're done. I'm done.
No.
I'm done.
Get
Goodbye.
back.
Goodbye.
Well, that was a great story about Dylan. So if you do see him in the hallway, take him by the hands and let him know that you are there for him and sorry about his baby hands.
Dylan, you are not alone. But I'd like to move on. So,
Yeah. Last week, Billy Green and Camden Proud made a segment that left everybody with a cliffhanger.
yes, they did. So let's continue over in the adventures of Officer Woodard, Hall Cop.
Listen, I need my phone.
can't give you your phone.
Why not?
have to sit in detention or pay the bill.
I need my phone.
I can't give it to you because you broke a school rule. I cannot give it to you.
But I'll just take this. Hey. Hey, wait. I have a way to settle this. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Deal. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Yeah.
You deserve this.
Dude. Keep it. As a prize for war.
Being a hall cop has always been my dream job. I would go to bed as a child and dream about punishing the rule breakers to keep the school safe. I went through years of schooling and graduated 147th in my class. Eventually I received my dream job and the punishments began. I was a ruthless cop who nobody would mess with, until today, that is. I started with the upper hand and I took his phone and I stood my ground. Then he countered my move by snatching my boot and running out of my office. He then turned around and challenged me to a game of rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Officer Woodard never backs down from a challenge, so I accepted. Then something changed in the air. His Spocks were too strong and I had lost the challenge. This student was too much. This was the start of a revolution that I am not fit to handle. I, Officer Woodard, officially resign from hall copping.
I really enjoyed filming all of this for you
Yeah,
guys.
I like being in it.
So I was told that the commercial you made for the morning announcements wasn't exactly what they played.
Yeah, they had to cut it to make it more appropriate for the morning news.
But you're in charge of this show, so
Yes,
can you play us the
I
uncut
can
version?
play that, so here it is. Hello, I'm Zach Dano, and I'm the new director and executive producer of the weekend show called Something Stupid. It is a bi-weekly program produced here in the WBUC studio. It can be found on the WBUC YouTube page or on channel 16 in the Time Warner cable provider. The first one has already came out, so if you'd like to go and watch that, you can.
Go watch it.
Yeah, I can see why we can't air that on the morning announcements.
Yes. So Olivia Rando, Zach Carey, and Nate Green set up a skit about a business meeting, about turning money into more money.
You know, I tried that once. Apparently, if you rip up a $5 bill, it is not worth as much.
It is not.
So let's see how they did it.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Okay, so here's the plan.
That's good. She wants to make $100 from 20 quarters.
I don't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand? It's blatantly right here. Do you see the plan? It's a good plan.
I see the plan. I see the plan 100%. You can't do that. That's impossible.
That's
What do you mean?
nothing's impossible. You're the expert here. You really need to think about this.
Well, all right. Paper isn't metal.
Yeah.
Quarters are made of metal.
Well, yeah.
Well, you need paper bills. You can't just make paper bills from quarters.
I don't understand.
Okay. Here's another problem. 20 quarters does not count up to $100. It counts up to $5. Here, watch. See?
But wait, hold on. How about now?
You just arranged them into the shape of a car.
Wait, I thought you said we can't make paper from metal.
No. It was just an example.
Oh, I think I get it. You were just saying that you don't think we can make 100 paper dollar bills out of 20 quarters.
Yes, exactly.
Well, now I have another request. Statistics show that people like to play and swim in water. Can we get a pool?
Can we?
What does this have to do with the money?
I just want a pool.
A company pool?
I guess.
This meeting was a success. That's awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God. Let's go get that pool.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
We should probably work on getting ourselves a pool.
Yeah, we should.
That should. I don't know. We'll talk to Psych in
Yeah,
between
we will.
recording.
All right, well, that's all for this week's show.
If you want to keep up with everything going on in the show, you can follow us on Twitter. If you want to tell everyone how much you hated the show, you can just tweet mean things at Zach and tell him how poorly he does preparing a lot of this.
If you want a sneak peek, add us on Snapchat.
That's it for the second episode of Something Stupid.
All right, thank you for tuning in.
See you in 2 weeks.